right? I was buying it high, so take the 10, 15 cents and be happy with that. Next thing you know, it's at $2.36. So the high before the halt, 236. So the strategy on this is if it opens lower, I'm adding at 236. If it opens at 240 or 250, I would add at the half dollar, and target might be parabolic up to a tap of $3 maybe. So I just on that little dip right here where it dipped down to $2, that's where I tried to add, and I was trying to add at 210 and 220, but I got filled at like 228. So a little bit of a high entry, but not bad. So the halt time was 9:43 and 44 seconds.
AKTX.
All right, so let's watch the resumption here. I've got my orders ready to go. So the high before the halt was 36. Looks like it'll be a 10-minute halt.
EVFM.
So the resumption will be around 9:53 and 44 seconds, I'd say, most likely. Might open up. I have no idea, but I would expect this would probably open between a low of maybe 220 and a high of, you never know. The thing is, like, so we've seen some of these open at like $5, like crazy. So, but it's not that often. So probably between 250 and maybe 260 would be a high side of the open, and then a squeeze up to $3. So right now we're halted with about a minute to resumption, minute and a half. All right. Order at 350 for an ad.
NFEC, NFEC.
So watching for an ad at 350.
NFEC, NFEC, NFEC.
Okay, added at 350, and now I'm going to add again for the move up to 380.
NFEC.
We've got a high right now of 390, so I'm looking for the break over 390 for my exit. We want to see a break of $3. You know what I might do is I might do a quick little scalp over $3.
NFEC.
I'm gonna add here at 97.
NFEC, 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 NFEC.
And that's how you make $6,285. My work is done. $6,285 in my main account, $1,815 in my IRA is a $8,000 day.
NFEC.
That's good.
NFEC.
So we'll let it keep running without me. That's fine. I got to take my profit because the thing is, it's at a certain point this could turn around, and I don't want to be in it when it does. And I'm trying to trade in two accounts at once, which, as we know, is not easy. I should have tried to get a better exit on my IRA. Thing with the IRA is I need to take profit. I can't risk.
NFEC.
So the high is now double top at 35. So possible scalp here along at 35 for a little scalp and a squeeze up to the $0.50. I want to see if we break the $0.50. There was a seller at 45. If that seller at 45 breaks, I would probably add there.
NFEC,
added at 45. Oops.
NFEC, NFEC,
Oh, I made a mistake there.
NFEC,
Sold on the ask. Looks like I could not cross my order. I had an order to sell up there and it flipped me out. But it's all right. So I'm not trading in my IRA now. I'm just trading in Lightspeed. In hindsight, it's certainly easy to say, oh, you should have held it longer. You should have held it longer. But as it's pressing the buttons, you're in, and now, oh my God, I'm up 30 cents on 3,000 shares. I got to start taking profit. You put the key on the ask. You switch to the other account. You're okay. Still loading up. 12,000 shares. All right, I got to start scaling out here. I'm at 40 cents. It happens so fast. Concentrating on one account is hard. Concentrating on two is very difficult, and it leaves room for mistake. I would rather have the mistake be I sold too soon than I held it too long and got myself into panic where I'm just staring at it and holding. So $6,800 in my main account, 1,815 in my IRA. So almost 9,000. And see, there's that turnaround. These can be irrationally strong, longer than we can afford to just continue to hold them, which you have to remember. So it doesn't. Yes, the stock had news this morning and all of that, which helps justify the 198% move, but only to a certain extent. It's still a crazy big move. So what we have to watch right now is to see if we have sympathy momentum. Will we have another stock that shows strength in part because of this 198% move we just saw in NFEC? I would also watch this. This is the first actual pullback where we have a red candle, 322. So I would watch it for a scalp. However, it's high risk. The last red candle is 335. This current 1 minute candle is an inside candle, which means the high and low are inside the high and low of the previous candle, which dropped all the way down to 83. Some traders would say don't use an inside candle as your trigger candle, but in this case, I probably wouldn't have an issue with that. I feel like I just lost my quotes for a second here. To Lightspeed. Let's see if they come back up. Nice, Jeremy. $15,000. That's great. Okay, I just added at 18 and 20. So looking for the break of 22.
DFBG.
With a hard stop at $3. So we're looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, DFBG, which would be over DFBG. 320. 322. Selling on the ass, taking some profit. I'm especially fast on this one to take profit because I went red before I went green. So sold on the ask. Now I'm up $7,273 on the name. And with that, I'm up 9,000 on the day. We'll see decreasing volume. Maybe traders are feeling like it's too high to get in if they don't already have a big profit on the name, which
DFBG.
I wouldn't blame them for saying that or feeling that way.
DFBG.
I would say now over 30 would be a scalp, but I would want to reduce my size to not risk having to draw down.
DFBG.
Okay, so dipping down a little bit. The low was 83, 283 on the that one candle before, or on the beginning of the pullback. I had 3,900 shares into the halt with my my main trading account, and I had 350 in my IRA. And then I added at 250 coming out of the halt on that dip, 3,000 in my IRA, and I don't know, like 10,000 in my, or I don't know. I think I had 12,000 shares total in my main. It was a pretty big position, but this is the one. This is the type to be aggressive on. So, you know, this is a stock that wasn't on my watch list this morning. It just hit the scanners, started to open up, and all of a sudden, you know, it took off. And this was an opportunity, a great opportunity. And you know, we really needed it here as we're coming into the last 2 weeks of the month. Nice job, Brad. $1,000 is great. No, John. I have to enter. I can't use the same hotkey to trade both accounts. I have to manually press Shift 1 in my main account and then do it again in my IRA account. And in my IRA, I actually have to manually enter the share size to calculate how many shares can I take to be max size. So I keep, that's the biggest annoyance, is that I'll keep pressing the order and it'll be invalid, rejected due to not enough buying power, and then I have to reduce the share size until I finally get filled. It's kind of a pain. But yeah, Matthew, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to use as much of my buying power as I can to get, you know, some good sized winners. So that 29 spot, you see some traders coming in there to buy up that pullback, increasing volume. Blaine, that hotkey doesn't seem to work. When I try to buy based on the percentage of buying power, I don't know. For whatever reason, when I've tried to do that, get up again and see if maybe I can get it to work, but it wasn't working before. So I go to hotkeys. Let's see, add. I'll just add a new one. Add a new hotkey. Buying 95% of buying power. The other thing with these is that I may not want to use the hotkey. I may want to type in the order so I know I get filled at the right price. But All right, so this would be a buy order. Shares would be buying power times 9.5, symbol, price, ask, plus say 10 cents. Choose my account, choose the route, just use, well, you can use bats. Here we go, I'll use bats. Time and force, day plus, and let's build that script. Okay, so this is now a loaded order, so let's see what this does. So shift 0. All right, so then I just press the buy button. All right, so maybe I can get it to work. For some reason before I was having problems with it. It was giving me an error. Maybe I did something wrong. Seems to be working now. So now what I would do then is take my shift 1 key and delete that key and make make that one shift 1. Yeah, all right, let's see if that works. Yeah, thanks for reminding me on that. So NFEC has a high of day of 63. A couple other stocks hitting the high of day Momo scanner, SLNO and DRIO. NFEC, I just took a starter scalp, but I got filled a little higher than I wanted. I wanted to try to scalp over high of day. The high is 63.
NFEC.
Just added at 50. Gosh darn it. Having a hard time getting filled on my orders. It's probably because this one's moving so fast. So high of day is 64. Basically is a double top at high of day. Took profit to sell half at 64. And we'll see what this does up here. Rest, only a small winner on that. 1,700 shares, sold at 64 and 51. So I was trying to get in at 40 for the break over that little flat top, but I was just a little slow in pressing the hotkey and got filled at 47. So that's the problem with the hotkey, is that it's the ask plus 10 cents. So if the stock does suddenly pop up, you're in high. Not surprising that we are doing a false breakout at a double top. Double tops are high risk on stocks like these. They often give you scalp potential, but not a setup that I would want to hold for a long time if it doesn't go. So a couple stocks hitting the scanner. Not sure if any of them are going to take off like NFEC did. I see WSCI hitting the scans. DXR. You never know which one is going to get sympathy momentum. That's the tough thing. WSCI. This looks like a 5-cent tick stock, so it's trading in 5-cent spreads, which for me is something I leave alone.
STLRW.
My first trade was, I think, I had 6,000 shares in my IRA, and I had 12,000 shares in my main account, 12,500. But I was a little unsure because it was kind of slow to really hold up. So I sold fast at 65 basically. So I only made like 900 bucks on my first trade in my main account, and I made 650 in my IRA, 10 cents.
CJJD